It is your host, DJ Super God, aka Light Skin You, turntablist of the battle rap community. Watch my show, listen to my radio show worldwide at block105.com every Wednesday. We move to Wednesday now. My slot is 1 hour slot from Wednesday night, Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on the block105.com. The block105.com. Battle Rap Music Radio Show. All battle rappers, music, freestyles, cutting, slicing, scratching on the two turntables, real turntables, you know what I mean? And it's only battle rappers music, battle rap music radio show. I just want to cover, might take an hour on this. Uh Battle rap leagues, battle rap events for the year of 2024. For the last 6 years or so, I've been to over 50 battles. One year, almost, it was close to 100 battle rap events I attended in 1 year, in a calendar year. This was my all-time low, and I still went to 54 events in 52 weeks. Attended, reported, uh, did interviews, participated, flipped coins, behind the scenes sponsored a few battles, put money on the floor, timekeeper in certain leagues. I hate judging. I promise. I'm not a good judge. People just insist I judge. Did that twice, never doing it again. Done that in the past, don't like to do it. But I just try to be a team player. I'm just here to help. I'm here to be of aid to the battle rap community any way that I can. Not messy, not starving for money. I'm good at making that, always was. Um, Anybody really knows me knows that I'm a true b-boy, turntablist, graffiti writer, beatboxer. I'm a true b-boy since 1982. Very involved in hip hop all my life, pushing 60 years old. That's just the background on me. I think I'm qualified, not a great blogger, not good at this stuff, not competitive with this battle rap media stuff. I'm not battling nobody. I just like doing it. I love hip hop, and battle rap is one of the purest forms of hip hop. Therefore, I try to give as much as I can to this aspect of our hip hop culture. And I do it in ways of supporting these battle rap events. I live alone. I'm a grown man, like I said. I don't have a grandmother's basement. Peace, Rick Hearns. I don't have a grandmother's basement to sit in and just disrespect and go in on battle rappers and battle rap league owners and disrespect, be nasty, divisive. I ain't got time for that. I'm here to support all of y'all. Hope all of y'all do well. Hope all of y'all are doing great. And I try to give back by attending the events, putting a focus on the battle rappers and the league owners and everyone involved, and pushing the sport forward, pushing hip hop forward. And I do that, through attending these battle rap events and for free, helping promote these events, promote the rappers, brands, the league owners, events, sharing cars all over the internet, getting on y'all nerves. Just keep posting and posting and posting. You know what I mean? This is what I do. I think I'm very good at pushing the culture forward. With that being said, we got to speak about 2024, this calendar year, as it's coming to an end. Interesting year in battle rap. A lot of fans, a lot of bloggers, super fans, other rappers were complaining that battle rap is dying, is dead. We're not having enough events. It's corny. It's played out. So forth, so on. Comment, like, subscribe. By the way, you know what I mean. Got a super chat up there. You know what I mean. If y'all would like to donate, you could do that if you'd like to, if it's in your heart. But let's get to it, man. There's a whole lot of leagues that were active this year. We started off slow. Everyone was complaining, and I told everybody, relax. January, February, March, you know what I mean, are notorious for being months that are slow in battle rap as far as events. You're coming over people running out of money during these Christian holidays. No disrespect. They spend a whole bunch of money, you know what I mean? November, December, people's tapped out. They waiting on their taxes. It's rough, you know what I mean? They fall into the system. You know, January, February is rough months for people. So even battle rap league owners and stuff and battle rappers just need a break too. They taking 15, 20 battles a year. They burnt out. Everyone just needs a reset, as they like to say in the beginning of the year. So everyone's crashing out, talking about battle raps over, URL slowing down, RB's quitting, and all kinds of different stuff. They saying Chrome 23 is bowing out, Queen of the Ring is finished, and you know, I don't see King of the Dot no more. Whatever happened to GTX, kicking all the league owners' backs in January, February, and March. Meanwhile, there's a whole bunch of other leagues getting active, you know what I mean, getting it in. And I knew by the middle of the year, when the summer rolls around, everyone's going to be rolling again. Then all the leagues were active. Everybody was coming back. All the battle rappers is outside. There was blogger wars in the beginning of the year, and that died down when rappers actually started having their own beef and going back and forth. It got so active after September, after August, we couldn't even keep up with all the events. You couldn't attend them all. You didn't even have enough money, most of y'all, to even buy the live streams. Bootlegging got crazy. There was so many events you couldn't even afford to support all of them. Everybody in these watch parties and bootleg parties. Let's just keep it real. I'm just recapping everything that happened during the year. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. This is stuff that actually went down the way it went down. With that being said, there were a lot of well-known battle rappers that started their own platform and started throwing battles themselves. They got proactive and started throwing their own events and hiring battle rappers on a card with names, people worth coming to see. And damn near all those events turned out well. 4 days from now, the last event of the year, I put my money in 4 months ago when I heard about it. I was like, first one to buy a ticket. K Shine as a battle rap business venture through the Power Network. No promotion at all. I'm assuming it's still going down. I paid my $60 early, and I'm just going to show up. I'm gonna show up to Akinelli's strip club where he's having it. He's having it at the venues at a place that's very familiar to battle rap, major battle rap events, King of Diamonds in Forest Park, Georgia. I'm gonna be there. What's up, KD? Love you. I know KD. That was the first girl I ever liked. 7 years old. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm pushing 60. Yep, she caught my lie. What's up, KD Washington? But yeah, man. I'm going to this event. I'm gonna see what's going on. It's K Shine, his return versus Shotty Horror, and it's Shotty Horror's last battle. He's coming from London. You know what I mean? And he's retiring off of this battle. No promotion, like I said, but I'm gonna be there. I'm going to attend. There were 52 weeks in a year, and this will be my 54th event that I went to. I was really traveling. I'm assuming about 30 of them were in Georgia, in the state of Georgia. I stay in Atlanta, live in Atlanta. But another 20 something, about 2 dozen other ones were road games. They were road games. I'm telling the truth, KD. I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't start liking girls till I was 7. I didn't even like girls when I was in West Philly. I was just a boy, just playing and stuff. I met you, my life changed. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that because you want here. You're the first girl I ever liked, 7 years old. We were 7 years old riding bikes together. Just telling you not to put your business out there. But yeah, you know what I mean? What was that, 1970s, 70s? I'm just gonna leave it there. I ain't gonna date us. It was the 70s, you know what I mean? But KD threw me off. Yeah. 52 weeks in a year. Let's talk about all these leagues, all these events, what went well about them, what didn't, who showed out, who didn't show up. No, it was no, 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 it was before 80. I'm not going back and forth with you, KD, because we had just moved to Jersey from West Philly in 78. And my mom just started babysitting. We'll get into that. I'll call you off. I'll call you off the screen. You know what I mean? But let's get into it. It's all these leagues. I don't even know where to start. I mean, like I said, the beginning of the year was slow, but I guess we got to go with Smack URL, the top league, or what was considered to always be the top league. To me, Smack had a good year. Smack, Beasley, Chico, y'all had a good year. Y'all still kept us engaged, gave us a nice balance between inviting us to live events. Some of them were more closed to the public events and made more for the URL app. People still engaging in the URL app and watching battles for less than $100 a year. Like $7.99 a month is the price. You get to see all the battles that they put on the app. Some of them not even from their league. And they made some YouTube drops, like a lot of battle rappers were complaining about in the past. Smack stopped doing YouTube drops. They start dropping on YouTube, even though the monetization is nasty crazy on YouTube. Now they cut us about 60 to 80% of what it was the last decade, which is crazy. It's supposed to be going forward in the future, not backwards. But I don't know. You can't hardly say the two different F words no more on YouTube. Not too much, at least. You can't have hate speech words and gender. You know what I'm saying? And battle rap is full of all that stuff. You saying that every 5 seconds. The battle rappers saying the most disrespectful things. And although the fans enjoy hearing it, they can't make hardly no money no more on the internet, at least on YouTube. No monetization for all that kind of talk on, on the uploads that the battle rap platforms and leagues put up. With that being concerned, I feel like URL had a good year. URL events is easy to engage to because they promote pretty well. The battles that they put up, for the most part, you want to see most of them, or at least the main event battles and the co-main event battles. You're actually going to be in the building and be attentive because you spent good money. They don't break your pockets, but you spend good money, so you want to watch the events. There's not a lot of interference or distractions for the most part. You're gonna get that at every battle rap event. People talking in the background, being disrespectful, talking through people's rounds, and but it's legible. It's legible at URL. Usually always give you a great product. Shout out everybody over there. Shout out KD over there too. Um RBE took a step back. They disbanded some factions of the league. The platform ARP took a step back, I should say. RBE still has events from time to time. So I'm not going to say they out of the mix. But ARP, he says he retired. I call him the retire bull. But the bull took a step back. He didn't get the max out event. Nothing like that. But they still have footage on the internet worth watching. And still broke a lot of battle rappers that didn't really get their shot in life until they hit RBE. They did get a chance through the whole process with the intakes and the bricks and all that. Shout out to Wing, Lawrence, ARP. Shout out to everybody involved. You know what I mean? I miss y'all, man. I want y'all to come back, man. I miss y'all, man. That was the league right there. I really, really enjoyed going to the events. The face-offs were just attending their face-offs were just as good as attending their events. It was like a whole nother event. If they have a great event on a Saturday and a face-off Friday night at our private location, let's say, outside of Atlanta, let's say, it was always a fun time had. They were always good to me. They made me feel like family, and I really appreciate them for that. I miss them and I wish they come back. But in the meantime, they were somewhat active, even though they said they were retired at the end of last year, at the end of 2023. They still added to the culture, and we appreciate Rare Breed Entertainment for that. Um, OSBL working out of Martinis did big work. Shout out to Kels and all them over there. You know what I mean? Maryland area, DC area, all throughout Virginia. They moved down the coast, down south. They had some joints in Georgia. You know what I mean? Great job they did, breaking talent too. Um, she goes hard. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention She Goes Hard slash We Go Hard. Always doing a great job. Towards the end of the year, She Goes Hard had a nice small event that was packed. All women on the card. 90% of the battles did go down. The footage is out right now. Some of it is still dropping as we speak on YouTube. She Goes Hard had a great event. Headliner was Eliza versus J Love. That battle had a whole lot of great pre-promotion, face-offs, talking crazy. It was like that in the building, and it was like that after. They still promote to this day. I just feel like the amount of views should be way higher than it is right now. The battle was electrifying, as we all thought it would be. All fall, we said it was going to be electrifying. Happened at the end of the fall, and it was an electrifying battle. The whole card was good. Shout out to all the ladies that showed up and did their thing. There was a little bit of, I ain't gonna get into it, but for the most part, that was a great event, and everything that happened there was pretty good. Wartown, strong year to the end. One of the biggest cards, one of the best built cards on paper that Clone put together for his league. It didn't end in shambles. It was still a good event. It was still good battles. We still enjoyed ourselves. We had a good time, but there were many, a handful or more of top tier names that, for one reason or another, did not show up for that card, and it caused such a melee. It was, I ain't gonna call it catastrophic, but it was a game changer of sorts that they didn't show up because a lot of the battlers that been there for years putting in pain, they made a business decision to no longer even be on the platform anymore. I say a big chunk of the real roster for Wartown was lost for good, from allegedly, from what I understand, after those battlers didn't show up. It had such a windfall from them battlers not showing up for the event, and certain battles that were looking forward to. It was almost equivalent to John throwing that end game card, because it came right before the end game card. A lot of these rappers, that was not so much their end game, but that was their biggest battle to date coming up, and it didn't happen for a good amount of them. Shout out for Charlie Clips for showing up, and B Magic for actually showing up. A lot of the other battlers that we love and like and respect did not, for one reason or another, did not come to that event. They had a Most of them were booked for bigger events or more important events to them. I don't, not making excuses for anyone. It didn't happen. It was rough on Wartown. They lost a big chunk of their roster behind it. A big chunk of the roster left. Since then, F. Dot has stepped in to be the A&R slash general manager of the company to make the things move forward. And they're having like tryouts and what have you. They're bringing in new talent. They're revamping the talent down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, down there in the deep south. You know what I mean? An hour and a half, 90 miles south of Atlanta, down in the heart of Georgia, down in the mix, past Macon and all that. They down in the country, bringing in new talent, upgrading Wartown, and moving on. And then the MCs that moved on from Wartown that we love and like, they're moving on too. They on the other leagues looking for bigger bags, bigger opportunities, bigger names, and they doing a thing. So hopefully, peacefully and respectfully, both sides have moved on. But that's what happened. I'm just telling you what happened. It just, that was a big thing. That shook up the end of the year for that league right there. Strong league in itself, Wartown Battle League. Shout out to the Warheads. Shout out to the new Wartown team, and the new talent that's coming and the talent that stayed too. That's a whole nother subject. We're gonna move on from that. TBL, take over Battle League. New England, putting in work. As his eye battle upstate, in parts of New York, outside of New York City, all the upstate New York leagues, putting in work. Gotta shout them out. TBL did a joint venture with King of the Dot called Massacre 6. Big event, 2 days. Might be event of the year. I attended, was there. The battle of the year might be on it. Tay Rock versus Big K. Great event. I'm gonna tell you why it was a great event. And I'm gonna get to Power Moves, which had the greatest promotion in the world this year. Hitman Hollers League Bags and Bodies. Shout out Bags and Bodies. I was at their first event. I've been at damn near Bags and Bodies everything both seasons, and I'm a big supporter of Bags and Bodies and a big believer of Bags and Bodies as a show and a league. Forget the Bags and Bodies. It was probably more well put together on paper than anything else. But Massacre 6 could possibly be event of the year because it was a 2-day event and it was tight. They stayed within their budget. The venue was great. Let me tell you, let me tell you why the venue won. It was 2 levels. Okay. The VIP levels upstairs, and it was quiet up there and peaceful. The downstairs level didn't have a lot of commercial music. They had classic hip hop music and a good DJ. Makes a big difference. The first room before you get into the big battle room was a bar area and a vendor area where they had merchandise being sold. They had their actual bar because it's an actual nightclub, and the bar did not interfere with the battles. That is the difference, and that's what killed a lot of battle rap events this year. The damn bar area. Everyone's chatting, not paying attention to battles, disrespecting the event when there's bars around. Having a bar area and drinks is bad for battle rap. I don't care what you say. When you have it separate from the actual venue from where we're battling, the rooms that we're battling in, or the spots that we battle in, when you keep alcohol and bartenders away from it, it can do nothing but help the battle rappers, the event, and the footage. That was the difference. Power Moves, shout out to Hitman Holler, the boss, the security team. On paper, they did everything they were supposed to do. It's a 1-day event, great card, great early promotion, a lot of energy. The venue was great. So was the service at the venue. It's the Eritrean/Ethiopian establishment in Decatur, Georgia. That is usually a sports bar of sorts, a big sports bar, major sports bar with plenty of screens. Great event, great people serving, great people taking care of everyone, very polite. The biggest problem was that bar area. The people that are watching the stream, you weren't in the house. I'm gonna tell you what happened. The fans were engaged in every battle, and we were listening. It's the people where the live stream was at was over top of the bar. The people back there was so disrespectful. They did not come to watch battles, and they didn't even look like battle rap fans. A lot of them. A lot of them were someone's and one. A lot of them were people who usually go to to the venue itself. Found out there was an event and bought tickets. There was just a lot. I know this because I'm at all these events, or most of them. I move around and I listen. I listen to conversations. I eavesdrop. I want to know what the battle rap community is thinking. Are you the battle rap community? Is it an Atlanta crowd? Is it people coming from out of town? There were a lot of people there from other places that bought tickets, and a lot of them did not come to listen to battles. They just want to go to a big event and say they were there. They were not listening to nothing until Hitman and Geechee got on stage. They weren't listening to none of those battles. Out of all those, I don't think if it didn't feel like 1,000 people in there. It felt like 1,000, but I knew it was more like 600, 700 in there. It was still probably the biggest battle rap event all year as far as engagement and total numbers of people that attended an event. If it was 1,000, fine. But I felt like 15%, which is a big amount, did not listen to any of the battles. They talked to the whole thing and purposely disrupted it. They were by the bar. A lot of them were trying to holler at the pretty girls that were serving, the male bartenders, the females over there talking to them, and they were quiet. The people that worked there were quiet. They were just wanting to be noticed. I even caught dudes talking to dudes about what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a truck driver too. Where's your route? Oh yeah, we got to exchange. There was men exchanging numbers with each other. What was that? What the hell was that? There was a bunch of side conversations for 4.5, 5 hours. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not picking on power moves at all. I'm just talking about all the events I've been to. Most of these leagues don't understand. If you don't keep these people engaged between battles, they're going to start talking. They want the focus to be on them if you don't give them a focus. And when the battle starts back up, when the next battle comes on, they're not going to stop talking. They already engaged in talking. They got it in their mind that they want a fellowship at this point. If you playing commercial music between battles, it's bad. These artists ain't you freely promoting these commercial artists that you hear on the radio all day, play battle rappers music, and or have actual entertainment there. Have people rapping, doing songs, or a goddamn LP if you have to. The 30 minutes in between two co-main event battles. Have people you know that's not on the card performing. You could have Bill Collector up there for a few $100s and perform 2 songs. You know what I'm saying? You could have, Witty up there rocking his songs. Damn, there's all kinds of things you could have. You can have like I see Knowledge to God do it with his platform, Industry ATL, you know what I mean? Industry Nights. You can have someone we know in the community that does comedy do a 5, 7 minute routine. Anything between battles but commercial music. It's not, it ain't nothing, it's not keeping the people engaged. It's so cliche. Y'all can get mad all you want. I'm telling you what the problem is. It's the bar area and the lack of entertainment in between battles. It don't gotta be nothing major, just something light. You ain't gotta be pay nobody. A lot of people do it just for the respect and just to be heard and seen. You know what I mean? But keep people engaged in a different way. The talking did not kill the power moves card. On the stream, y'all still heard it. Y'all had a good time. In the building, we had a good time. It was fans versus fans, I believe. Us fans that were on the floor listening, facing the stage, what kept had to turn around and tell them to shut up. Like Hitman said, he didn't have a host, so that made it harder. They couldn't really control the crowd. But I felt like us as the crowd did a good job controlling the crowd against the crowd. It was crowd versus crowd type fight going on. That was the battle in between battles and during battles. I mean, during battles. Shut up. Y'all need to shut up, basically. It got ugly because people spent good money and they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear you talk. And then it's like when you were warned to be quiet, it's like, anyway, blah, blah. They got louder. It was out of control. That's the only, that's the main thing that hurts power moves. Besides that, I give power moves a B plus. Outside of that, it went an A plus. You know what I mean? As far as how the event went in the building, great event, even in the building, even with that shit. It was great, great battles. We had a good time. But Massacre 6, some people might give it the edge because it was a 2 day event. 2 day event, it was clean. Inside the building, we did not have them problems because everyone that wanted to talk, they told them, go to the bar, go drink all night if you don't want to watch no battles. Because everyone in this big room on both levels was watching battles and enjoying themselves. Kept them engaged. There wasn't a lot of time in between battles on Avocado's live stream. Just kept it going. They kept it going. Frozen Bros did a great job at both events. So I'm not pitting one event against the other, but they were both A1 and A1. I don't know. They were top three. They were top three as far as events of the year. Both very well planned. And TBL and King of the Dot did it together. Hitman pretty much did it by itself. I don't know. However you want to judge it. I'm not judging. I'm just telling you what I saw. I was there. How much I enjoyed. I enjoyed both events. As far as the parking at Power Moves, it was such a big turnout. They didn't even have enough people. There wasn't enough room in the parking lot there or the parking lot next to it. Wasn't a problem for me. The detention center, Decatur Detention Center, where they lock up young folks, was across the street, and it was on a day where they were closed. It was a big ass parking lot. I parked over there. I was the only one in that parking lot that could have fit 1,000 cars. And I met a security guard, a female security guard over there. She was real cool. She said she loved battle rap. Uh, she was like, she don't see it no more on the internet. I'm like, oh, because Smacking it was on the You know what I'm saying? On the app. She was like, "That's not even what I'm talking about." She like, "I'm not even talking about Smack." She was like, "What's up with Queen of the Ring? I love Queen." I said, "Oh, they don't have as many events." And I said, "They don't have as many drops." But I said, "But they still active as far and Remy is too. Chrome 23." I was just filling her in on everything she missed for the last 2 years. She was like, "Hey man, I gotta go to the bathroom. You think they'll let me go to the bathroom over there?" I said, "I don't know." She had on a security outfit. I went back in. I had a media pass. You know what I mean? I went back in there with the boss and all them and dead ass talk and Bill. We went back in the building. She just followed us in. I said, "Wow." She, I, I, no disrespect to security. I think she just walked right in. They let her use the bathroom. They probably thought she was security for the actual event. She stayed and watched a couple. But I seen her in there. I was like, "Oh wow, she's in here watching it." She ain't watching my car, but she watching the battles. But shout out to her anyway. But that's I'm just running my mouth. But yeah, those were major events, man. King of the Dot with TBL, Massacre 6, Power Moves, Bags and Bodies, URL stayed steady all year with private battles and battles for, to the public. Public could show up. They were moving around, uh, rescheduling stuff that didn't go down because of weather constraints in New Orleans and just decided to have it, in Florida. It was moving around. It's moving around. Like I said, She Goes Hard had great events. Wartown did they thing. Verbal War Zone over the beats definitely did they thing. All the battle leagues that did it over the beats. Shout out to y'all. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all kept that part of the culture very very much productive. Battle Academy was doing a thing, going back and forth with other leagues. You know what I mean? They kept it competitive. Shout out Stiz and all them. Shout out Stiz for how he did on the show card. You know what I mean? Let's get one round straight. That was crazy. Let's get on that. Shook card, enjoyable. Y'all at home, pissed off, understandably so. It was a shit show from what I understand on the stream, but in the building, no disrespect to no other platform. There was no battles there. It's supposed to be boxing. We only seen what two boxing matches, both of them hilarious. We just had a good time because Suge just did such a good job putting the event together. I can't explain it to you unless you were there. Yo, they had the ladies was out there inside the venue was nice, man. It could have fit a whole lot more fans if a whole lot more fans came, but it was enough, a couple hundred people there. We could have stuffed 1,000 in there. We had to. They had enough seating, some standing room only up in there too, and the food was banging. They had Newark food vendors in that joint. You know what I mean? All kinds of Caribbean food, soul food, healthy food, selling their wares, vendors in the joint outside. Man, the hotel was fabulous, man. Yo, downtown Newark, it was dope, man. Yo, parking situation was cool. The weather wasn't too bad. It was a little nippy, but it wasn't too bad. The turnout was great. Um, the people at the hotel was man, they was I never hit nobody ever. Let me get an early check-in time, 6 hours and 11 minutes before check-in. Check-in time. Check-in was like 4 o'clock. Man, that nice lady up front, little Caribbean lady, man. She let me check in, man. I was so tired, man. I just wanted to rest, man. She let me check in at 9:57 a.m. Said she just saw my name on the list. I must be with the battle rap people. I said, yeah, I am. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Everything was just so accommodating. If the boxing aspect went through smooth, that might have been the event of the year. Don't get mad if I say it, y'all, but we had fun. We was wilding it. We had a ball. People was coming there looking great, man, smelling great, man. Wasn't nobody was coming there bummy or man. It was respectful, man. The event was nice, man. I loved, man. I seen Suge run around, shotgun Suge, respect to him, run around like a chicken with his head cut off. Man, he got a taste of what all these league owners and platform owners go through, but his on a different level, something that never been done before. So, and he was part of a big part of the entertainment. He's supposed to be the main event. as far as him boxing, and he got his family there, beautiful family. Man, he had a lot going on, man. So I tip my hat to Suge for all that he tried to do to have an event turn out smooth. But I believe the second time in April, April is his next event. There's a lot of females on the card, from what I understand, this time around. I hope everything goes great for him in April. I will be there too. That had all the makings of being battle rap related event of the year. Venue was dope. So you can do it there again for all I care. That was nice over there, man. We enjoyed ourselves. Had a good time. Let's get one round straight. Great event, man. Even though nothing really happened, and it was a lot of it's just a lot of time in between. That's the one time where this hip hop related, battle rap related crowd and boxing related crowd kind of we were learning things about the aspects of boxing we didn't know, as far as the timekeeper got to be there, and there got to be a certain doctor for this and a certain doctor for that, and the weigh-ins and you know what I mean, the blood sugar check and the health. There's a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes for an official boxing event that we didn't know. We were learning. You know, they had the rusty bell and the rusty hammer. Ding, ding, ding. I mean, it was cool just to learn some. It was a learning experience, if nothing else. And people were getting along. I seen people in the building that don't really even like each other. It was at least giving each other a head nod, or you know what I mean, just kind of recognizing each other. And it had the makings of being a really great event. And it was a good event. We enjoyed ourselves anyway. I didn't feel like I wasted money, wasted time. I was sad to see it didn't go down the way Suge wanted to go down, and the fans that spent good money on the live stream wanted to go down. But I had fun. I can see it's gonna be something big. I'm not even worried about it. You know what I mean? He got his feet wet on it. It's gonna be great next time. I believe that. You know what I mean? I strongly believe that. So yeah, shout out to that event. Shout out to Shotgun Suge and everybody behind the scenes that helped him put that together. It's like everybody let their hair down, had a good time, man. I ain't seen Easy that happy around Easy the Block Captain. He was so elated around the battle rap community. You know what I mean? He felt like it was good to see him relax, feeling good, sitting at ringside. Ringside, he had a good time too. I was glad to see that. It wasn't no pressure. It was cool, man. I just hate to see all the people that showed up to box that couldn't box. They were very. I saw them in the hallway. I ain't want to bother them about interviews or nothing. Like, they were so upset. Oh my God. 40 and Bonnie wanted to box so bad, man. Man. They were talking about, let's just do it ourselves, go outside with the camera. Now they was like, nah, we tripping. We can't do that. They would want to go out in the cold and just do a round out there with the gloves. They had the gloves. I was like, oh man, it got to be rough. It got to be rough. Av looked so sad, man, after the joint, man. I don't know, man. They got to run all that back, man. They got to run that all that back in April. It's going to be a great event the next time. Very good event. I'm glad I went. Um, Guerrilla Warfare. Woo, behind them bars. Shout out to the whole Midwest, Illinois, Milwaukee, all of Wisconsin, Minnesota, all up there in the greater north. Um, Cleveland, Michigan. Shout out Bar Wars. They were putting a whole lot of women on Bar Wars, Battle Rap League, ABCD, all them leagues up there, man. Shout out Yaktown. Shout out Calico for his business venture. Two great events. Black Mafia Battle League. You know what I mean? BMBL. A couple of the great events of the year were had by Calico in his league. He broke out, did his thing. Pyrex Battle League, Tony Corleone, shout out to Ton, still doing his thing, having multiple battles every year, multiple events. Um, Live strings was kind of choppy. You know, I got to bust your balls, Ton. You know what I mean? But gotta get out there. I keep saying I gotta get out there. But I was watching them. One of them I was watching. I was coming from a battle rap event. I said I still got support. I'm watching the free stream. Shout out to the free streams from Pyrex Battle League. Watching the free streams, and I seen Payne and them battling. One of the great battles of the year at the end of the year. baking soda. I mean, yo, it was even watching the free live stream. You get the feel that Pyrex shit, it be going down, man. Shout out to South Carolina and their events. Gotta mention Dejan T. She had a great year. All her constituents and clients had a great year in and out of battle rap, all throughout hip hop. Bars and Roses definitely did great things for the female battle rap scene, the female battle rap movement. Shout out to everyone involved over there. That whole movement definitely enjoyed Bars and Roses this year. They did their thing. They put their imprint into battle rap, and moving forward into the next year is going to grow even more. Shout out to Lady Caution for hosting and helping out too with her busy schedule. And shout out for Lady Caution and Rock with that No Entourage Battle League. We're going to get to it. They had a great event in Atlanta at Industry ATL, which is the greatest venue in the country right now. Smack and Beasley and them showed up and everything to support the event. Shout out Chef Trez also putting together his own event. Chris Petty hosting. Had a great event. Was that the night before? Yes, it was. That was the night before with everybody in town for No Entourage. No Entourage had 20 battles. Crazy for one day. Crazy. Uh what else, man? Street Status, Hold Down St. Louis, the whole St. Louis movement. They had good events out there. GTX had one. I want to see more Grind Time X, man. Disaster, I know what you're going through. Shout out to you and everything. You know, you a freedom fighter of sorts. You doing what you got to do. Direct and Lust One, we miss y'all. Y'all got separate business ventures. I understand. I just want Grind Time X to work. I was looking forward to a lot of things y'all had going on and about to push for the future, Crooked Eye and all that versus this. Uh, I don't know where that stands right now, but Grind Time X was doing so. Grind Time X was doing so good on the comeback in 2023. I just expected bigger things for 2024, but things happen. Hopefully in 2025, they won't disband. They'll come back together and make something big happen. King of the Dot had a big year. King of the Dot had a big year. Big year. Some major events. You know what I mean? In and out of America. Shout out King of the Dot. They never really left their back in and moving around. Shout out them. Regante, we got your back, brother. We got your back. Prayers go out, man. Bishop Brigante. Prayers go out, bro. Tough subject right there. Bullpen. Let's talk about it. Good year for Bullpen. Good events. Good events. Last event of the year. Even without the Cassidy debacle, Cassidy not showing up for the event, it still was a good event. But again, too much talking. That bar area was savage. On the left side of the venue, the bar area was savage. They doing too much. This time was the bartender girls. They over there doing too much. They talking through the whole thing. They disrespectful. You know what I mean? They wanted to make it about them. It's about battle rap. They was doing too much. The security outside by the door. Don't go out this way, go that way. You can come in, but he can't come in. All that, man. It was just too much front door and indoor politics. There's just too much going on. The battles were great, but damn, it was just oh my god, it wasn't the crowd. Like I said, it was a certain faction in the crowd and it involved alcohol. As soon as they start drinking, that's the end of that shit. You can't get no peace on the stage. Tay Rock and Clone, great battle. Bad News and Rex, great battle. Oh, Jazz and Chirac, damn near upset. Great battles that night. Reggie P, Danny Myers, good event, even without Cassidy involved. The face off night before, disappointing because Cass wasn't there. T Rex couldn't go. Uh, they had that at Industry ATL. That was interesting. The people that showed up, it was interesting to see so many known faces that weren't on the card and people outside of battle rap and other factions of entertainment, conscious community, so forth, so on. Actors were in there. Like I said, you even had Captain Tazariak was in the house. You know what I mean? ISUPK. Captain was in the house. It was interesting to see the different types of people that were showing up to the face off. You just knew the event the next day was going to be big. Great venue, good turnout. Turnout could have been better. It wasn't fully packed, but it was packed enough. Had a few hundred people in there, but and those people thought Cassidy were coming. I just thought on both sides the promo wasn't as huge as I thought it was going to be. And I point the finger back at myself. I didn't even think I had to push the event. As much as I'm a big bullpen fan and supporter, I could have did better trying to promote the event too. I did not. There was all these other events going on. I thought bullpen could pretty much promote itself from out there in top 10 platform in the world. Could have been a bigger turnout. I'm gonna say that, but the turnout was big enough. Great event. Enjoyed the event. Definitely a top 10 event of the year without Cassidy involved. With Cassidy, it could have been huge, huger than that. Trenches did a great job. Trenches did a great job. Went to their joint in Philly. I was on camera for the Seabreeze versus Zan battle. Easy might have had performance of the year against Big Will against Ill Will. Av might have had the body of the year versus Hollow the Don. Great event. Great event. Good air conditioning in the joint. Be honest, but that one window that was wide open, we heard everything that was going on in the Badlands in North Philly. All the motorcycle gangs traveling, going up the road. They were 30 minutes worth of motorcycles just destroying one of the battles. Somebody even freestyled about it during the battle about the noise coming from the motorcycles. Uh, enjoyed the event at the trenches. A lot of things went left after that event months later, but at the event it was good. Remy was in the house. She stayed off camera. You know what I mean? And Easy did his thing, man. Easy did his thing. Shout out to him. Shout out to him and shout out to Sirius Jones and John and Don. John did that on 3.5 days prep. Uh Aver backed out of the battle. Hitman didn't come to the area anyway, and Aver backed out the battle. John, as a man, stood in there in the last moments and held it down. Just like he did when he battled Easy when he came to the trenches and brought bullpen roster with him. You know what I mean? That was another great event. Battle Academy versus bullpen. That was great. That was great. The Riot, as usual, did a great job. They weren't as active as we were used to them being in 2023, but they coming back strong in 2025. Hey, Geechee was battling. Geechee was busy giving us great performances on great stages and great leagues. So it wasn't a lot of time for Riot because he was pretty active again. Shout out Geechee Gotti. Black Mafia Battle League, Michigan. No entourage. Like I said, they did a thing. Shout out to Tay Rock, man. He got a taste of what it is to be a league owner or platform proprietor sorts. Still did a great job. We enjoyed that event. We had fun. That was a fun event. It was a fun event. Kind of like a farm league for the URL in ways. He gave a lot of newer talent and older talent that never got their due a shot to be seen at the live stream in front of major battle rap figures. Let's just put it that way. Shout out Hip Hop is Real for having 3 events at the end of the year at Industry ATL. Industry Nights 1, 2, and 3. The footage has not come out yet. There's a certain layout and a way that Knowledge the guy wants to do it. So he's in no rush to put that out before the year's out. Sometime in January, you'll see what's up. The next event is January 18th. Battle rappers that want to be involved, that want to battle, just show up. Because you don't know who you're battling. We go in the locker room and decide from the people that showed up. Just come with 3 90-second rounds ready for anybody. There might be money on the floor. You don't know how we might do it. But we go into the locker room and we decide from who showed up, women, men, it don't matter, who's going to battle who on the spot. And then we go ahead and perform the battles. In between, we got comedians, people rapping, people doing, you know what I mean, their records, just all kinds of entertainment before and in between the battles. And after the battles are over, we go another 2 hours with just entertainment from local Georgia artists or from wherever you're from. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's the best hip hop venue in the whole South, in the whole deep South. Industry ATL, 400 Loyola Road off of Fulton Industrial. That's where Hip Hop is Real has Industry Nights. We on Industry Night 4, and that's going down January 18th. Any battlers, you're not getting paid nothing. Just show up. Show up and go scrape the money off the floor. You want to battle, you want to get on a major platform and get that footage and get that recognition and be in the truest form of hip hop battles and battle on the spot. You can have written rhymes, but you don't know who they're going towards. You can't cater your rhymes for a certain person. You just show up with your raps and we're putting you on the stage. You're battling. No one rounders either. 3 rounders, 90 seconds each. Hard 90 seconds, no crowd stoppage, no stoppage. Keep rapping, rapid fire. I got the stopwatch. After 90 seconds, I'm cutting you off. The next person supposed to rap, you ain't got no 10-second grace period for water. You should be drinking water while the other person rapping. Soon as the first MC, we hit time on time and go. The next one, you gotta go. You gotta just get in their face and go. That's how it goes. On the stage, looking down at the people watching. And that's the way that goes down. Hip Hop is Real is the platform. The name of the events are Industry Night, ATL. N with a capital N, Industry Night. Industry Night, and we're on volume 4. And the footage for 1, 2, and 3 has not come out yet. Knowledge and his staff got a special way they want to roll that out. So I ain't gonna get into it. Let them perform their magic. Spoke about guerrilla warfare, street status, OSBL, TBL, Barcode, Houston Barcode, always doing their thing. I love how they have them headphones. You can listen without being bothered by the crowd in the building. You can just focus in on the mic'd up MCs as they battling. Shout out Houston Barcode and what they do for the culture. The Stage Elite Battle League, they had the most events in a year. They had over 20 events. They try to have 52 over 52 weeks, but they end up having 20 plus, 24 battle rap events in 1 year. Stage Elite, based out of Atlanta. Startup League, 1 year into it, 20 something events, 24 events. Incredible. That's the record. They broke the record. The startups, COVID B, shout him out. Like I said, Stage Elite. $147 Block Koozie, shout him out too. ABCD, Michigan. I said Bar Wars. Gates of the Garden, of course. You know they have about 15, 20 events a year. Gates of the Garden. Uh, Usually have the best YouTube drops. YouTube, they do great on YouTube. Shout out Gates of the Garden. I miss y'all. Y'all don't come to Georgia no more. Come on back. Come on, Dre. Come on, C. Come on, Dre. Y'all need to come on back here, man. At least once a year. Y'all have to come down here 2, 3 times a year. We ain't seen you all this year. Come on back, brothers. Flatline, holding it down for Louisiana. Flatline Battle League, Real Song Battle League in New York did a great job. Great events. I'm a girl. QB Black Diamond. Black Diamond Battle League made their debut. They got something big coming in the beginning of the year. Y'all better be there. I'm gonna be there. I talked all that shit and even show up. I'm gonna be there. Caps don't come in there all crazy, Caps. I'm just messing with you. Shout out Angry Fan, man. Shout out Debo. I ain't gonna get into it. I ain't gonna start nothing. But anyway, gotta shout out Queen of the Ring. You know I'm Queen of the Ring family. I love Queen of the Ring. I don't care what y'all said about the people that watched at home on the live stream on the VOD that didn't enjoy prom night 2. I was in the building. I had a good time. Everybody in there, we had a great time. As far as the quality of the battles, I don't even think we gave a shit. We had a good time. We just had a good time. You just had to be there. You know, it was even it's more fun than the actual event. After the event, it was like an after party. We just hung out. We just had a good time. Everybody was vibing, getting along, man. Everybody was looking beautiful. Love was in the air. I've seen people making love connections. I've seen couples coming there, new couples loving on each other and everything. It was interesting. It was a different side of battle rap, a softer side of battle rap you'll never see but once a year. So respect to Babs Bunny for that. Shout out Vague. Shout out Debo. Babs Bunny presents Prom Night 2. The city of Atlanta, Fulton County, you know what I mean, gave her a key to the city. She could do this every year in Atlanta with no problem, and she will be backed. Great venue, great event. Everybody was looking good. I think I had like 8 wardrobe changes. Had a good time. Prom night 2 was awesome, man. We had a good time. People came in there looking great, man. Shout out M3S3 for all they did for the culture. They were the MVPs this year as far as promoting the battle rap culture, promoting their brand. They made big moves. Shout out Fred, M3S3 crew. Shout out they podcast. I say that to say this. The boss, the most polarizing figure in battle rap. I don't care how you feel about her. I like her. She did a great job in battle rap for everything she does on spaces, for bags and bodies, for promoting events, for setting things straight. She gets attacked a lot, takes her on the chin in a classy manner. Maybe it's just me. I like the boss, man. I like the boss. I like the boss. And at the battle rap events on stage, she always got the smell goods for everybody's breath. You know what I mean? I don't know if she be trying to come at you. She be offering you gum and Tic Tacs and you know what I mean, cough drops and whatever. You know what I mean? People's breath don't be stinking on stage. Shout out the boss. And shout out Kels too. She very vocal on stage too. Um, I brought up Dejan T. Yes, I did. We missed disaster. Don't front. Shout out Direct behind the scenes, everything he do for us, and he's always done for us. Shout out Rap Grid. Shout out Avocado. Ruin your day. Shout out Rap Grid. Shout out my man Steve. Stevie from Rap Grid. Shout out Uncle Rob. 15 minutes of fame. Hip hop is real. Billa. You know what I mean? Definitely shout out my brother Billa. Back of the class. Just a shout out session right here while we got time. 59 minutes and 32 seconds. I said I'm going an hour. Oh, don't get mad at me if I don't shout you out. Shout out all the battle rap leagues in Alabama I ain't been to yet. Shout out all the battle leagues in Georgia, all throughout Texas, the Southwest. I'm not going to leave y'all out. Shout out to Big Stepper, Eliza Versa. Shout out Robin Rhymes. I see you on the scene. Come on back, Robin. Start rapping again. Shout out Robin Rhymes. All the ladies, female battle rap movement. Definitely a good year for the ladies. Y'all need to be booked more. Uh, Shout out all the ladies coming back from maternity leave or on maternity leave right now, broadening your families and everything. You are also missed because you're not active. Um, Shout out the return of Eliza Versa, the return of Hope Trilly. Prestavia, told you we need you back, Prestavia. I think it's going to be a big year in 2025 for Official. Jade had a good year. Shout out Jade. All the ladies over there, she goes hard on that roster. Whew, so many people to mention. Geez, we need you back, Big Body G's. Hood Badu. Shout out you. When you ready, come on back. Shout out Lady J. Yoshi G leveled up big time. Team Yoshi G. Shout out Yoshi G. I said Lady J. C. Breeder Lyricist. Great year for you. Great year. Shout out C. Breeder Lyricist. Everything you was over there doing for Chrome also and Trenches. Easy the Block Captain. Shout out Remy Ma. I said Debo. I said Babs. I said Vague. King of the Ring is back. Support that. Shout out OTM and OTFMZ. When I say OTM, out the mud. Taj Millie and all them. Chop and go Ty. You know what I mean? The whole crew. Who else? John Don, Mama Don, Slick Will. I mean, Harriet. Clone had a big year. Shout out Clone, man. He should be on that Cody list top 15. Shout out Clone. Cash Flow Rizzy. Shout out Queen P. Shout out Holly on Demand. You know what I mean? No matter how you feel about it, Holly on Demand. She stay relevant. She stay in the mix. I see you over there blogging now. Miss Petty, come on back. She did have a battle this year. Miss Petty did have a battle or two. Miss Petty doing her podcast. We want to see more Miss Petty. I'm trying to think. Man, there's so many people to mention, man. Shit. Dead Ass Talk. Jerome from the Riot Network. I said Geechee Gotti. Oh man, just so many people, man. Mention everybody from King of the Dot. Yeah. We miss the whole RBE staff, as I said before. Shout out Hitman, Holland, Bags and Bodies. Season 2 about to finally drop, from what I understand, and season 3 will be in production sometime next year in 2025. Shout out to comeback K Shine. Shout out with DNA, everything he was doing with the wrestling related battles. Shout him out for his inclusion and Tay Rock and them inclusion in actual wrestling culture. Uh Bars and Roses, Dejan T. Big Ice, you had a good year. Female battle rap. Coffee Brown, Jazz, Chirac, Miss Hustle, of course. Shayna Ashley, we miss you. Bonnie Godiva's back. QB Black Diamond was back this year. What am I leaving out, man? I don't want to leave nobody out, man. I know y'all want to hear me babble for like another 20 minutes. I think I'm gonna end it here. Shotgun Shug. Definitely Shotgun Shug. Got a boxing league. That's crazy. Stairs, Battle Academy, the whole Philly. I say lady caution, lady caution. Everybody that checks on me, calls my phone and checks on me in the battle rap community. Shout y'all out. Um, Tia S is back. Shout out Big Mom. K Prophet. Who else? Everybody down there in St. Louis. Florida movement. Where Don Marino? Where you at, Don Marino? Shout out Don Marino. Mike, Lodge G, Nunchi Chinks. Wish you would come back. Ashley, the Florida Girls, the Sisterhood. Shout y'all out. Lady Tunes, Beatrice, Cheddar, Paris. Shout out Eon, Jay Gray. Trying to think. It's a whole lot. I love all of y'all, man. A whole lot of you. Whole lot of y'all consider friends and great acquaintances also. And just do a lot for the culture, do a lot for yourselves. You've been good to me. I've been good to some of y'all. I guess I done talked enough, y'all. I done talked enough. That's it. Light Skin You, aka DJ Super Guy, the Light Skin Television. That was pretty much the recap for Battle Rap Leagues, battle events for the year 2024. I think it was a good year. Started off slow, started picking up in the middle of the year, and got crazy by the end of the year. Less violent talk, less divisiveness, and more productivity for 2025, everybody. That's just a request from me to the fans, the super fans, the supporters, the trollers, the bootleggers, the watch party bulls, the platform owners, league owners, security, good DJs, fake battle rap DJs, um, battle rappers of all tiers, female battle rap movement, uh, bloggers, messy media, clean media, indoor media, outdoor media, outside media, super fans, the spaces, online battlers. I shout out 40 bars. I shout out 40 bars. 40 Cal. That's why I didn't shoot out. Shout out 40 Cal. Come on back, 40 Cal. You can't be coming into the league starting a whole wave with this online battles and dip out. Come on back, man. Your league was nice, man. I like participating in that league. I was on there like 7 times. Uh Industry rappers, feel free. Come on through and drop some bars. Get involved, bring some money to the culture, some eyes to the culture. Don't be scared. Half you industry rappers don't come here till you pass 40 anyway. Y'all was scared to do it from age 15 to 35. Come on, industry rappers. You know what I mean? I know you're 40, 45, 50, 55 now. It's not too late to get one battle in. A lot of y'all was brave enough to do it. All right, I done ran my mouth enough. Thanks for supporting Light Skin Television. That's 2024, going into 2025 now. Gonna be a great year. And we out. Peace.